What do you see as the biggest challenge facing Angola today? And how would you and the government you're a part of address this? You have 2 minutes to answer the question.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. The biggest challenge that the Angola Progressive Party sees Angola facing today is one in terms of financial and economic crisis. The previous administration, the Angola United Front administration, their economic policies have brought us to the point where Angola is bankrupt financially, and we need direction. And the Angola Progressive Party, we have a plan as how to take Angola out of this crisis that United Front brought us into. It's an economic plan, it's a 10-year economic plan, and it focuses on stimulating the private sector as a means of sustainable economic development as compared to increasing public sector borrowing. That is the strategy of the current United Front administration.
Mr. Hughes, I will repeat it. What do you see as the biggest challenge facing Angola today, and how would you and the government you are a part of address it?
I see the biggest challenge facing Angola today is the question of disunity among our people. In a colonial context, divide and rule will always consume us, and we are so divided among ourselves in a small island that the imperial authorities will consume us. We are facing up to the fact that the administrative power of Angola, Britain, has agreed to many of the commitments of the European Union, some of which we do not know. And a lot of the things that are happening to us are puzzling. There is draconian legislation, many pieces of draconian legislation that have been passed in the Angola House of Assembly, which the local bar association is in serious conflict with, because it would adversely affect the stability of this island for generations to come, if nothing is done about it. There is a depletion of the scarce natural resources in terms of land. There is an under-development of our human resources. There's a question of our culture being invaded by people from different cultures and different religions. There is the complete denial of Angolans to work in their own country. Angolans to work in their own country. And there is ominous allegations of corruption within our political and administrative system. This poses a great dilemma for the future of a small island.
Good evening, Mr. Hughes. Is it accurate to say that across Angola's educational system, there is a bias to students who are academically inclined? And if so, what can be done to correct this? You have a minute and a half.
As a matter of fact, the first thing we need to do is to get our leaders, especially our political leaders, to desist from the concept of East-West. The violence in Angola today stems from our politics, in that our politicians encourage an East-West divide. Politicians have been seen to wear the colors of the gang. And unless we as leaders become more responsive to the stability of this society, to giving youth example, it's going to be very difficult for us to solve that particular problem.
The same question. Is it accurate to say that across Anguilla's educational system, there is a bias to students who are academically inclined? And if so, what can be done to correct this? We have a minute and a half.
Thank you. Yes, I agree with that statement. I think the educational system is structured towards people who are academically inclined. And I think there will definitely need for more technical and vocational training in our high schools, and even can be started at the primary level. Music, the arts, and a number of other areas. We in Anguilla are very creative people. We only have to see something once and we can do it instantly. So with a little training and a little support, I believe that the technical aspects of Anguilla will make Anguillans an even more powerful entrepreneurs and an even more powerful country to advance us educationally. So definitely there's a need to focus on the technical aspects and not be biased towards the academic side.
Mr. Hughes, you have 3 minutes to answer this question. Mr. Hughes, in school we are taught that group work is very important. Cooperation, consultation, sharing of ideas, the recognition of each member's importance, and the acknowledgement of leadership. What failings in group dynamics did your government have that caused it to collapse in 1999? In school, we are taught that group work is very important. Cooperation, consultation, sharing of ideas, the recognition of each member's importance, and the acknowledgement of leadership. What failings in group dynamics did your government have that caused it to collapse in 1999?
I think that in the small context of our education system and our society, I think the parents, teachers, and students should all work together. We have a situation where some parents actually are hostile to the teacher. Excuse me, my wife's being on the screen. Some parents are actually hostile to teachers when teachers try to discipline the parent, the child. I would like to see the counseling and guiding element in the school strengthened. One of the areas I think we fall in that children are not grouping, the students are not grouping the subjects properly in the advanced forms in the school. If a child will go on to tertiary education in 5th and 6th forms, especially the counseling and guiding department should actually assist the student to group their subjects properly. So if you're studying law, the subjects that you take will be associated with the law faculty. If you're studying medicine,